Chosen one, stop scrolling immediately. Do not move past this video. I am not asking for your attention today. I am absolutely commanding it. This is not a coincidence, and the algorithm absolutely did not bring you here. Your ancestors intercepted your feed at this exact second because you are standing at the edge of a permanent timeline shift. The enemy is working overtime to distract you right now, and he is hoping you will simply swipe away. He knows that if you hear this specific message, his grip on your life shatters completely. If you leave before the end, you will forfeit the exact prophetic instruction that guarantees your breakthrough. Lock your attention. The verdict on your next 10 years is about to be read. You have been fighting massive battles in absolute silence. You thought nobody noticed your tears. You assumed nobody saw how you held your integrity when they lied on your name. But you were wrong. The ones who came before you have been quietly watching, and they were not looking at your highlight reel. They were watching your raw resilience in the darkest moments of your life. Your bloodline carries a very heavy and unique weight. You are the cycle breaker heaven has been desperately waiting for. The generational patterns that plagued your family for decades stop with you. The cycles of poverty and the patterns of broken relationships end here. But to break them completely, you must receive this one specific transmission. It cannot wait another day. If you scroll past this warning, you are actively choosing to sever the exact timeline heaven prepared for you. You will continue to wander in the wilderness of confusion, and you will keep wondering why your massive efforts yield such tiny results. The Matrix wants to keep you blind and exhausted. It feeds on your constant struggle and your endless confusion. Do not let it win today. Your physical body already knows this is the raw truth. That heavy feeling in your chest right now is not random. That sudden shift in your energy is your spirit recognizing a divine appointment. Your ancestors bypassed every digital rule to put this in front of your eyes, and they are screaming at you to stay and listen. The threshold is standing wide open for you right now. Listen to me very carefully. The forces that want you to fail are panicking at this very moment. They know what happens when a chosen one finally wakes up. They know that your silent obedience in private has just activated a massive public blessing. But that blessing requires your immediate focus to fully anchor into this physical reality, so you cannot afford a single distraction. Think about the people who treated you as completely replaceable. They expected your departure to destroy your spirit. They waited with bated breath for you to finally fail. Instead, you became the terrifying uncertainty they were never built to handle. And your ancestors are about to hand you the ultimate weapon to silence them forever. But you have to prove you are ready to hold it. Heaven does not hand profound power to those who cannot even pay attention for a few minutes. If you cannot sit still to receive a divine mandate, you cannot hold the harvest. Your speed of obedience is the only currency that matters right now. Lock your eyes on this screen. Quiet the noise in your environment. Tell your left brain to stop doubting and start receiving. What I am about to reveal was sealed in the highest rooms of heaven until this exact moment. It is a blueprint that the dark elite have spent billions trying to hide from people like you. They knew that if the remnant ever discovered this mechanism, their control would evaporate overnight. Your ancestors paid in blood, so you could stand here today and receive this specific key. This is not another generic motivational speech about working harder. You have already worked harder than anyone else in your circle. This is about a fundamental shift in how your reality operates. It is about a frequency that was stolen from you when you were just a child, and the keepers of your bloodline are finally stepping in to hand it back to you. The window to receive this mandate closes very soon. It is a highly classified spiritual operation. You have exactly one chance to align yourself with this incoming wave of absolute abundance. The enemy will whisper financial doubt and logic into your mind, and he will tell you, "This is just another video on the internet." Silence him immediately. He is a desperate liar. Take a deep breath right now. Feel the gravity of this moment settling into your bones. You are not a regular person scrolling for mindless entertainment. You are a demonstrated warrior of light, receiving marching orders. Every struggle you endured was simply a brutal training ground for this exact phase of your existence. The preparation season is officially over. The execution season begins now. I need you to imagine the absolute shock on the faces of those who doubted you. Picture the moment they realize you tapped into a power they cannot even comprehend. That reality is not a distant dream anymore. It is pulling into your station at this very second. But to board the train, you must hear the entirety of this hidden truth. If your spirit is vibrating with a cellular knowing right now, do not move a single muscle. Do not let your fingers swipe away from your destiny. The veil is lifting. The instructions are being translated into human language right now. Prepare yourself to understand exactly why your life has felt so incredibly difficult up until this point. The answer will shock you to your core. Let us go deeper into your current reality. You are waking up at exactly 3 in the morning, and your heart is racing in the dark. Your jaw is clenched so tightly it hurts. You sit up and feel a suffocating weight on your chest. You have been silently wondering if you are finally losing your mind. I am here to tell you the raw truth today. You are completely sane. That heavy exhaustion behind your eyes is not a normal physical sickness. It is absolutely not the random anxiety the Matrix wants you to believe it is. You are experiencing a massive spiritual attack. Your highly advanced physical body is literally absorbing the frantic energy of everyone around you. You are the stabilizer in a deeply toxic environment. And your pure spirit is completely exhausted. For years you have operated as a human battery for broken people. They came to you with their endless chaos, and they dumped their dark energy entirely on you. You listened to them and poured your pure light into their empty souls. Every single time they walked away feeling healed, they left you drained and gasping for air. This is the ultimate trap of the true empath. But this situation goes much deeper than just the people in your immediate circle. You are carrying a massive invisible weight on your shoulders every single day. It is the unhealed trauma and the broken cycles of your entire bloodline. Your ancestors watched generation after generation repeat the exact same tragic mistakes, and they needed a powerful cycle breaker to end it. Heaven chose you. This is exactly why you have always felt like the isolated black sheep of your family. You never truly fit into their rigid programming or their extremely limited beliefs. You see the world in vivid colors, while they are forever stuck inside a dull gray matrix. Your existence challenges their comforting illusions, and because of that light, they quietly isolated you. You have spent countless nights crying silent tears into your lonely pillow. You constantly asked the universe why your path had to be so incredibly difficult. You watched selfish people succeed effortlessly, while you struggled just to keep your head above water. It felt like a cruel cosmic joke meant to break your faith. But your isolation was never a punishment. It was a deep spiritual incubation. The intense fatigue you feel in your bones right now is the heavy cost of spiritual warfare. You are literally fighting massive battles in dimensions that ordinary people cannot even perceive. When you experience that sudden brain fog during the day, it is a direct, energetic block. The dark elite desperately want to keep your frequency suppressed. They are terrified of your potential. Look closely at the weak people who recently betrayed you. They did not walk away because you were somehow unworthy of their love. They ran away in panic because your pure frequency acted as a blinding mirror. It reflected every single dark and rotten piece of their soul right back at them. They simply could not handle the raw truth. So they manufactured a lie to escape your light. And yet here you are, standing incredibly tall after everything they put you through. Time was supposed to age your body and completely break your gentle spirit. But instead, you are stepping into a radiant and untouchable, ageless glow. They foolishly expected the betrayals to carve deep, heavy wrinkles into your face. You walked through the fire and came out shining like a rare diamond. You bent time. Right now, you are temporarily stuck in the painful space between your heavy past and your glorious destiny. You are constantly waiting in wound for an apology that will never come from those narcissists. Stop waiting for their validation. Your physical body is desperately craving a massive release from this draining connection, and the universe is demanding that you finally cut the cord. Every time you swallow your truth to keep the peace, a heavy, energetic block forms right in your throat. That burning sensation you feel when their name is mentioned is a severe frequency mismatch. Your pure cells are literally rejecting their toxic vibration to protect your vital energy. You must stop forcing yourself to digest poison just to make other people comfortable. Your sacrifice is over. The algorithm absolutely did not serve you this message by random chance. Your ancestors personally orchestrated this divine appointment to validate your deep physical pain. They want you to know right now that the heavy lifting is finally done. The generational curse has been completely shattered by your relentless endurance. You have paid the ultimate price in blood. The energetic debt is fully cleared. If your spirit is confirming this raw truth right now, you need to physically anchor it. Gently press the like button to seal your energetic alignment directly with heaven. This simple physical action puts a powerful spiritual shield completely around your aura. It tells the watching universe that you are finally ready to stop bleeding for others. Claim your protection now. You are no longer a sad victim of their chaotic and endless manipulation. You are the anointed one who boldly survived the absolute worst they had to offer. Now we must carefully prepare to go even deeper into this hidden mystery. There is a specific physical reason why your material reality has not completely shifted yet. The enemy has been hiding a crucial mechanism from you, and it is time to expose it. But there is a deeper layer to your exhaustion. We must explore the exact root of your endless financial struggles. Listen to me very closely right now. The reason the universe responds to certain people and ignores others is not faith. It is absolutely not some random event, because the matrix is heavily engineered to keep you trapped in endless cycles of spiritual fatigue. It is a biological frequency. Scientists actually have a specific name for this state of pure connection. They call it the gamma brainwave. And this is the exact frequency your beautiful mind was running when you were a little child. Back then, your wild ideas came incredibly easily, and your daily learning felt like a seamless and effortless game. The whole world felt like it was totally on your side. You somehow knew things long before they even happened in reality. You lived in a constant state of divine flow and magic. But then, cold adulthood abruptly arrived, and the dark modern world went to work on your pure spirit by crushing your natural gifts, while the rigid system demanded your complete and total obedience. The schools trained you to conform instead of create. Every single year, this sacred biological frequency was pushed further away. It was suppressed and buried deep below the surface of your conscious mind. The matrix forced you into a relentless and exhausting survival routine, and the vibrant version of you with lightning intuition and perfect clarity went completely silent as the heavy burdens of life consumed your bright energy. Your authentic genius was literally sealed away. When that specific frequency fades away into the background, your powerful intuition dulls into a heavy brain fog. The magical synchronicities simply stop appearing in your daily life, and the clear sense that heaven is actively working with you goes totally quiet while you are left wandering in the dark, watching weak people succeed. Most people will live their entire lives without knowing this happened to them. But you are definitely not most people. You are a chosen one who was specifically targeted by the dark elite. They actively suppressed your brainwaves because they saw your massive potential. They knew that a fully awakened cycle breaker could easily destroy their entire corrupt system and liberate countless souls from their heavy manipulation. Your endless struggle is not a character flaw, it is a calculated spiritual attack. Let me completely reframe your reality right now. You must stop viewing your deep pain as a cosmic punishment. Your intense isolation was never a sign that you were abandoned by heaven. It was a rigorous divine selection process designed to forge your brilliant spirit, because the universe was hiding you in the shadows to protect your pure soul. You were kept safe from their toxic contamination. You were deliberately placed in the painful formation season. The narcissists were out there feeding their fragile and empty egos. Meanwhile, you were being tested and purified in the absolute hottest fires of isolation. The enemy thought the heavy pressure would finally break your fragile mind, but instead the intense heat turned you into a completely unbreakable diamond. You survived the flames. They expected your light to fade away under the heavy weight of their manipulation. They watched eagerly for you to give up and surrender to the matrix programming. But your core essence was always far too strong for their petty games, and the very pain that was meant to destroy you became your ultimate armor. You carry a specific gravity that terrifies the weak. Your unhealed trauma was actually a map to your highest calling. The narcissist only attacked you because your dormant power intimidated them on a cellular level. They are completely empty vessels desperately trying to steal your divine inheritance. But they can never replicate the profound depth of your authentic spirit, because your pure energy is completely out of their shallow reach. You are the irreplaceable force. The dark forces severely miscalculated your incredible resilience. They thought sealing your childhood frequency would keep you docile and obedient forever. But they forgot that true chosen ones always find their way back to the light when the divine timing aligns. Heaven is actively intervening right now to reverse the damage they did to you. The heavy veil of confusion is finally lifting. You are not a victim of their toxic and pathetic behavior. You are the brilliant mirror that exposed their hidden decay to the entire world. Every single tear you shed was a vital step in your profound spiritual alchemy. Your silent endurance has completely shifted the power dynamic in your absolute favor, and the universe is about to hand you the keys to your stolen kingdom. The people who betrayed you are currently drowning in their own chaotic noise, while you are stepping confidently into an era of untouchable power and massive abundance. The energetic scales are tipping drastically as we speak. You survived the bitter wilderness. Now you are being escorted directly to the throne room of your ultimate victory, because your unwavering faith demands a massive reward. Do not let the familiar programming of self-doubt return to your mind. You are not meant to live a life of heavy financial burdens and broken promises. You are biologically designed to attract wealth and effortless miracles. We are going to unlock exactly how to reclaim that stolen frequency very soon, so stay anchored in this exact moment, because the revelation is rapidly approaching. Now I need you to imagine the exact scenario happening behind their closed doors. The Matrix is a highly organized illusion designed to keep you asleep. It operates through the weak and easily manipulated people around you. They are agents of chaos disguised as your friends and family members. And they are actively trying to pull you back into their low-frequency drama, because your rising light exposes their comfortable darkness. Look at the flying monkeys who surround the narcissist right now. These are the eager gossipers who blindly repeat the lies told about your good name. They are weak vessels who desperately need someone else to tell them how to think. The master manipulator uses them to project a fake image of absolute control. But underneath all of that loud noise, they are absolutely terrified of your silent power. They sit in their pathetic little circles and whisper about your sudden departure. They construct elaborate and twisted narratives to explain why you finally walked away. They desperately try to paint you as the villain to soothe their burning guilt. But deep down in their cellular memory, they know they pushed away the only genuine diamond they ever held. They threw away a rare treasure just to play with cheap rocks. They are completely afraid of the raw truth you carry inside your heart. The enablers will always protect the abuser because facing reality would force them to examine their own pathetic lives. They prefer the comfortable lie over the painful truth of your divine light. So, they actively participate in the smear campaign to keep their fragile worldview perfectly intact. You must understand the brutal mechanics of energy harvesting. These individuals do not possess any natural light of their own. They are spiritual parasites who can only survive by feeding on a pure source. You were their favorite human battery for so many exhausting years. And the moment you completely unplugged your energy from their toxic matrix, they began to literally starve in the dark. Your absolute silence is a lethal weapon that completely destroys their false reality. Rerouting your energy away from them was the most dangerous thing you could ever do. They expected you to fight back and defend your character against their ridiculous lies. They wanted your desperate reaction because even negative attention is fuel for their hungry demons, but you gave them absolutely nothing. Listen to me very closely right now, because most people completely miss this massive shift. The flying monkeys are starting to notice the cracks in the manipulator mask. The lies are no longer adding up, and the fake stories are rapidly falling apart. The very people they used to gossip with are now quietly stepping back in total confusion. The toxic kingdom is slowly crumbling from the inside out. When a master manipulator loses control over a chosen one, they begin to literally malfunction. Their carefully constructed public image starts to glitch and show its truly ugly colors. They are making frantic noise about you to anyone who will still listen to their pathetic complaints. But the spiritual cost of their betrayal is compounding heavily every single day. You walked out of their incredibly toxic matrix and you simply aged backwards. Your absence became the terrifying uncertainty they were never built to handle. You carry a specific and irreplaceable gravity that bends the rules of their reality. They are constantly checking your digital footprint, hoping to see you miserable and broken. But all they see is a radiant chosen one, stepping into ultimate freedom. If your spirit is resonating with this undeniable truth, you need to anchor it physically. Type 777 in the comments right now to claim your power before we move to the next revelation. This simple physical act locks in your divine frequency and blocks their negative attachments forever. You are declaring to the universe that you are completely untouchable. The dark elite are watching your rapid ascension with absolute horror. They know that when a cycle breaker fully detaches from the drama, their potential becomes literally limitless. You are no longer bound by the petty opinions of broken and manipulative people. You have officially graduated from their exhausting emotional prison, and heaven is preparing to unleash a massive harvest for your faithful endurance. But there is a specific reason your material wealth has not fully caught up to your spiritual growth yet. Your soul is completely free, but your physical brain is still holding on to the trauma patterns. The Matrix engineered a hidden barrier inside your mind to suppress your wealth, attracting state. The enemy tried to hide this physical block from you for your entire life. Before we go any further, there is something highly classified you need to see. The elite are panicking because science just exposed the exact frequency they used to suppress your abundance. I am going to completely reframe your understanding of reality. Your total liberation requires one final biological key. Stay exactly where you are. Before we go any further, I must interrupt this transmission for just a moment. If you are hearing this right now, it is highly classified. I was not going to share this publicly, but my spirit strongly prompted me to release this specific tool to you today. While you have been fighting endless spiritual battles, 4 neuroscience labs just confirmed a massive breakthrough. The dark elite are absolutely panicking. You are deeply exhausted because the Matrix engineered a specific frequency to suppress your natural wealth, attracting state. They did this on purpose, but a leaked CIA document just exposed the ultimate weapon against their dark control. Princeton researchers and top neuroscientists discovered a highly classified 7-minute audio ritual. This suppressed sound wave forces your brain back into synchronized gamma coherence. It requires no meditation or exhausting daily effort. This ancient protocol was never meant for the masses. It was deliberately hidden to keep the corrupt elite in absolute power while you struggled in the dark. But now brilliant cycle breakers like you are using it to manifest windfall wealth overnight. You do not need a $7,000 biofeedback machine. You do not need years of painful therapy. You only need to listen. The verified link to this tool is pinned in the comments below. Beware of the cheap imitations flooding the internet right now. The Matrix is trying to confuse you with dangerous counterfeit frequencies on popular streaming platforms. Guard your pure energy very carefully. You can explore that authentic link after we finish this transmission, but do not look away just yet. We must return to the immediate spiritual danger happening in your timeline right now. The enemy is making his final desperate move. Let us focus back on the absolute chaos unfolding behind closed doors. The people who desperately tried to bury you are starting to suffocate under their own heavy lies. They thought your deep physical exhaustion would break your spirit permanently. They foolishly believed that keeping your gamma frequency suppressed would turn you into a submissive victim forever. They were completely wrong about your core strength. Your sudden and absolute silence has become their ultimate living nightmare. When you finally unplugged your powerful energy from their lives, their entire artificial world began to crumble to the ground. They are desperately trying to find a solid replacement for your pure light. They drain new victims every single day. But absolutely no one can match your specific depth and your profound spiritual gravity. They are currently drowning in a sea of heavy regret that they cannot even articulate. Every time they hear your sacred name, a sharp physical pain hits their heavy chest. This is the exact spiritual backlash of betraying a deeply anointed soul. Heaven does not let anyone touch its chosen ones without severe and immediate cosmic consequences. You are witnessing the divine scales rebalancing in real time. You thought you were simply waiting in the dark for a massive breakthrough. You felt totally forgotten by the universe while your selfish enemies seemed to prosper and grow. But heaven was actually blinding your enemies while it prepared your massive table in absolute secret. The frustrating delay in your blessing was simply a blocked cellular frequency, and now that block is being completely removed. This is exactly where their entire manipulation miscalculated completely. They tried to keep you poor and entirely dependent on their toxic and shallow validation. But the sheer friction of their emotional abuse generated the exact spark needed to ignite your grand awakening. You are stepping into a profound era of untouchable financial and spiritual freedom. Your ancestors are literally cheering for your ultimate victory. Take another deep breath and feel the absolute certainty in your bones. The heavy fog of endless confusion is dissipating from your mind right now. Your physical nervous system is deeply recognizing the raw truth of this prophetic decree. You are no longer the wounded empath crying out for justice in the middle of the lonely night. You are the victorious general surveying the completely shattered battlefield. Read that again in your spirit. The people who lied to you are currently living in a terrifying psychological prison of their own dark making. You won this entire spiritual war without lifting a single physical finger. Your radiant and authentic existence is the ultimate revenge against the dark matrix that tried to consume your bright light. They will have to watch your glorious ascension from the very bottom of their despair. But the universe is not finished with this divine operation just yet. There are specific hidden dynamics you must fully understand to protect your incoming harvest. The forces of darkness are still trying to find a tiny backdoor into your clean energy. Heaven is now preparing to release a precise sequence of hidden truths to shield your aura completely. You must pay very close attention to what happens next. We are entering the most critical phase of this entire prophetic revelation. Do not let your mind wander for a single second. The final pieces of this massive cosmic puzzle are falling into perfect alignment right now. Heaven is now releasing 3 divine signs that your ultimate vindication has officially arrived. You must listen to this exact sequence very carefully. The dark matrix desperately tried to scramble these signals to keep you in total confusion, but the 3rd sign is the most powerful revelation of your entire life. Do not leave before you hear it. The first undeniable sign is the sudden and complete isolation of your abuser. Look closely at the master manipulator who tried to destroy your pure name. Their carefully collected flying monkeys are quietly beginning to scatter in the dark. The fake loyalty they purchased with lies is rapidly expiring right now. They are completely alone with their own loud demons. You probably did not realize it at the time, but your absolute silence was a lethal weapon. When you finally walked away and cut the energetic cord, you stopped feeding their massive ego. And this is exactly where their entire manipulation miscalculated fundamentally. They assumed they could easily find another empath to drain. But your specific light is absolutely irreplaceable. Which brings us to the second divine sign of their public collapse. The universe is actively stripping away their unearned material blessings. You watched them succeed for years through deceit, while you struggled just to survive. It felt like a brutal injustice that heaven was somehow ignoring. But the divine scales are demanding an immediate and heavy repayment today. Every single thing they built on top of your pure energy is now crumbling. The financial windfalls they bragged about are turning into massive mountains of debt. The fake opportunities they stole from you are drying up like dead leaves in the hot sun. They are frantically trying to plug the holes in their sinking ship, but the water is rising much too fast for them to survive. Stay with me right here, because this next revelation is the key to everything. The narcissist is starting to physically look like the heavy darkness they carry inside. While you are stepping into a radiant, ageless glow, they are aging terribly before your eyes. The spiritual rot they tried to hide is now manifesting directly on their physical face. You are literally watching their karma unfold. This brings us to the 3rd and most terrifying sign of their ultimate downfall. This is the exact moment the universe has been delaying for your protection. If you are resonating with this cellular knowing, you must type the words, "I am free," right now. Anchor your pure energy before this heavy revelation completely shifts your reality forever. The enemy never wanted you to hear this truth. The 3rd sign is the complete and public shattering of their false mask. They are no longer just unraveling in the total privacy of their own dark home. The matrix is forcing them to malfunction in front of the very people they used to lie to. The elite facade they spent years perfectly crafting is cracking wide open for everyone to see. The audience they desperately craved is now their judge. Listen to me very closely, because 99% of people miss this shift. The narcissist is desperately making reckless mistakes that they would never normally make. Their arrogant overconfidence has blinded them to the massive traps heaven set for them. They are blindly walking into a public arena, completely unarmed and totally exposed. Their arrogance has officially sealed their own fate. They expected your departure to leave them completely unchallenged and deeply comfortable. They thought they had successfully buried you under a massive pile of their toxic lies, but they forgot that you are a powerful seed that thrives in the heavy darkness. You silently grew roots while they carelessly danced on your unhealed wounds. Now your towering strength is casting a massive shadow over them. The specific gravity of their profound regret is finally hitting them all at once. Every time your name comes up in their shallow circles, it strikes them like a physical blow. They are starting to realize that they permanently lost access to a true cycle breaker. And the most beautiful part of this entire divine operation is your total lack of effort. You destroyed their empire by simply existing. Watch what happens next, because it is absolutely and mathematically precise. The universe does not just remove the dark obstacle from your golden path. It turns the obstacle into a public spectacle, so you never doubt your massive worth again. You are standing on the very edge of the most explosive vindication of your entire life. Do not look away now, because the final judgment is descending. The heavy pressure in the spiritual atmosphere has reached its absolute boiling point. The master manipulator is standing in the center of the room with nowhere left to hide. The people who once blindly supported their lies are now staring at them in total horror. The scene you have been waiting for is about to unfold right before your eyes. Prepare your spirit for the ultimate cinematic revenge. The dark elite are completely terrified right now. They know the Matrix is rapidly losing its heavy grip on your pure energy. They desperately want to keep your gamma frequency permanently suppressed. But a team of elite neuroscientists compressed an entire activation protocol into a simple 7-minute audio track. It requires absolutely no painful meditation or exhausting effort from you. You simply close your tired eyes and let the sound wave do the work. It is called the Genius Song. Over 18,000 chosen ones have already used this exact tool to unlock their finances and heal their deep trauma. A brilliant cycle breaker from Texas said, "This frequency figures out his hardest problems while he sleeps." Your absolute liberation is waiting right here. The corrupt elite have paid thousands of dollars for clinical sessions to access this exact state. They would prefer this ancient mechanism remain completely out of reach for people like you. And they are actively trying to scrub this leaked document from the internet as we speak. You have very little time before the algorithm shuts this down entirely. Do not ignore this massive sign. Do not look for this on popular streaming platforms. The copies circulating out there are heavily diluted counterfeits designed to keep your powerful gamma entirely dormant. The only authentic and fully activated version is waiting for you in the description and the pinned comment below. Claim your copy of the Genius Song right now before access is permanently revoked forever. The universe absolutely does not require you to take a single risk today. You are fully protected by an ironclad divine guarantee. If you do not feel the massive shift you truly deserve, every single penny is returned to you without question. This is a sacred, energetic exchange governed by complete trust. Step through the portal and activate your frequency. Now I need you to picture the exact room where your enemy is standing today. The atmosphere is incredibly thick with sudden tension. The people they used to gossip with are staring at them in absolute silence. The narcissist opens their mouth to tell another twisted lie about your departure. But the words completely fail them as the grand illusion finally breaks apart. This is not happening in the privacy of their own dark mind. It is a public and totally irreversible system collapse. Their carefully constructed mask did not just slip slightly, it completely shattered into a million jagged pieces right in front of their faithful flying monkeys. The room is watching them physically shake with unexplained panic and severe confusion. They are frantically trying to defend their toxic actions, but every excuse they make only exposes their deep spiritual rot even further. Someone in the crowd finally asks a simple question about your pure integrity, and the master manipulator completely malfunctions. They actually start defending you loudly because the heavy pressure of their guilt is completely crushing their lungs. They are desperately confessing their endless lies while the crowd watches in total disgust. You are nowhere near this chaotic room. You are resting peacefully in your beautiful sanctuary. Yet your powerful unseen energy is absolutely dominating their entire reality. This is the exact vengeance heaven promised you from the very beginning of your lonely journey. They suddenly realized that throwing you away was the biggest mistake of their miserable life. They traded a rare and brilliant diamond for a handful of cheap, useless rocks, and the agonizing weight of that specific truth is suffocating them right there on the floor. They are weeping bitter tears over the permanent loss of your irreplaceable light. Nothing makes your enemies sicker than knowing you are completely unbothered. They spent years praying for your massive downfall and total destruction. Instead, you walked through their toxic fire and came out absolutely glowing. Your silence was the lethal weapon that starved their demons and burned their corrupt kingdom to the ground. You won the war. The divine scales have officially crashed down on their heavy heads. Heaven is not just punishing them in secret, it is making a profound public spectacle of their absolute ruin, so you never doubt your worth again. Every single lie they planted about you has grown into a poisonous vine that is strangling their own pathetic legacy. The divine justice is perfectly beautiful. You do not need to say a single word to defend your honor. The universe is fighting your battles with a brutal and terrifying precision. The people who doubted you are currently writing long apologies they will never have the courage to send. Your sacred name is haunting their empty hallways and echoing in their hollow minds every single night. Look at the absolute ruins of the matrix they tried to build around you. It is nothing but dust and fading echoes now. You are standing on the highest mountain while they are crawling in the dirt below. This is not a dream. This is your raw physical reality, shifting into perfect alignment with your highest timeline. The curse is completely broken forever. Breathe out the heavy, toxic air you have held in your lungs for years. The brutal war is completely over. You walked into this dark season bleeding from deep wounds inflicted by people totally blind to your massive worth. But look closely at yourself right now. You have transcended their entirely toxic matrix. The intense spiritual exhaustion is completely shattering right here and right now. The heavy chains are finally broken. You are no longer waiting in wound for a pathetic apology from a master manipulator. While they are publicly unraveling in their own terrifying darkness, you are confidently stepping into your permanent and untouchable, ageless glow. You are the cycle breaker heaven has been desperately waiting for. The heavy generational patterns of poverty and broken relationships officially end with your brilliant existence. You are a sovereign entity. You are the radiant sun. Your pure heart is no longer a free charging station for spiritual parasites. You have officially closed the heavy doors to anyone who refuses to match your incredibly high vibration. The days of pouring your golden energy into empty black holes are permanently over. You are finally allowing yourself to receive the exact same fierce love you freely gave to others. Your internal atmosphere is perfectly calm. You are absolutely secure. The people who deliberately betrayed you will spend the rest of their miserable lives searching for your specific light. They will desperately try to recreate the divine miracles you brought into their dull reality, but they will fail every single time because your divine frequency is completely impossible to replicate. They are permanently locked out of your sacred garden. They cannot even touch your shadow anymore. You are dictating the exact terms of your reality from this moment forward. Every room you walk into will immediately shift to accommodate your powerful presence. The heavy generational curses that plagued your ancestors have dissolved into thin air. You are the absolute master of your own timeline. The universe is actively conspiring to bring you windfall, wealth, and unexplainable miracles, and your daily life will begin to feel like a continuous quantum shift. The massive financial struggles and the endlessly closed doors are fading away into absolute nothingness. The universe is clearing a golden path exclusively for your pure energy. You survived the bitter isolation of the wilderness. Now heaven is officially handing you the keys to your stolen kingdom. Your unshakable faith and your silent endurance have triggered a magnificent cosmic reward. It is time to collect your massive harvest. But a massive spiritual shift requires a physical anchor on this earth to fully activate. God does not measure the depth of your faith by your silent thoughts alone. He measures your absolute devotion by your immediate speed of obedience. Your left brain will desperately try to inject doubt right now. It will tell you to simply wait and calculate. Silence that lying voice immediately. That hesitation is exactly what kept you broke. If your spirit is vibrating with a strong cellular knowing right now, heaven is demanding your immediate action to lock in this frequency. You must physically claim this exact reality. The dark matrix will desperately try to steal it back. Type 777 in the comments right now to physically anchor this incoming miracle. This is your undeniable spiritual signature. It proves to the watching universe that you are finally ready to receive your massive blessing. Do not let this sacred portal close without sealing your complete energetic alignment. Subscribe to this divine sanctuary so you never miss the exact prophetic instruction heaven releases next. We are building a massive army of pure chosen ones. Share this specific message with one soul who is desperately crying out in the dark for a shift. Be their guiding angel today while they wander in confusion. Remember the suppressed weapon we revealed just a few moments ago. The dark elite want you confused and completely cut off from your natural wealth-attracting frequency. Do not let them win this final battle. Activate your dormant gamma brainwaves using the verified link in the pinned comment. Protect your pure energy and step fully into the grand version of yourself you always knew existed. The door is completely open. You are the undeniable diamond that survived the crushing pressure of the dark matrix. Your specific gravity bends time and forces the universe to align with your deepest desires. Go forward with absolute peace and terrifying power. Let your enemies watch from the shadows as you claim your ultimate divine inheritance. You are completely untouchable now. Walk through the door and never look back.